history of this.
Yes, we're here, John, last time, and so we kind of both.
Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond the Business. I'm Alexandra, and today we are here with Thomas Pina, which he is the COO for Saints Auto Group. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. We're so excited to be here.
Yes, this is something that we have been wanting to do for a while already. Talk to the big guy here at Saints. and especially with this topic that has been going around already for a few years. I have a lot of questions because I am very naive, I guess, to the topic of electric vehicles.
Right.
So give us a little, I guess, intro to what EV cars are.
Kind of the world of EVs.
Yes.
And I think you used the perfect word. Naive, right? Mm-hmm. No one likes to be naive. Everyone likes to have the knowledge, the information, and the comfort to know what I'm getting myself into. I know exactly what's going to happen. And to me, I think that's a perfect word to it. And for us, it's a time to educate and learn because the future is here. It's no longer coming. It is here today, and we're excited about that. And I know I'm going to make a quick analogy, and this may not relate, but I think about in 1908, right? The word automobile was not a very popular word. It was a new word, right? Reserved for very, very few people at that time. The everyday modern transportation was horse carriage, right? So think about this. Someone in 1910, about 2 years later, said, hey, why don't you forget about that and buy an automobile?
Wow.
The questions that they had are the exact same questions that you and a lot of a lot of people in our community have. It's like, what is this EV? What does it do? What can I and can I not do? That's the exact same questions they had with the automobile. And I think that this is the time that we're in now, to where we can educate our community, educate our team to show the benefits of what the electric vehicle is. So once again, that's a small analogy that I use because that was a major transition. Because if everyday people thought that horses were going to be forever, 5 years later, you couldn't find a horse on the road.
Right.
It was all automobiles. And I really feel in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a higher volume of electric vehicles on our roads here in a gateway city.
And we see it now. I remember at the beginning when they were getting introduced, it was one here or there. You would see it more when you would go up north, out of city. But then slowly you started to see a lot more. And it's like, okay, maybe I should educate myself more on this. Like maybe I should give it a try, give it a shot.
Well, there's quite a few people that are giving it a shot. The registration counts in our local community have really gone up. In the last few years, as you said, you would see one or two maybe at a light and you would say, oh, look at that. A future Jetsons type of car. But now you're seeing them everywhere, even with our local dealerships here. At our Ford store, we have the Ford Lightning, which is the full electric pickup truck. We have the Mach-E, which is fully electric Mustang, right? With the version of the Mustang.
I've seen that one. It's beautiful.
It's fun.
I've been wanting to, I should take a look at it, but maybe I'm going to want to get it.
Right. And that's exactly. So right now, the inventory is starting to come out. And when you say get it, okay, let me get it and let me drive it. Let me own it. Let me see what the benefits are.
So we previously spoke a little bit about electric vehicles, but now we get the chance to actually get inside one of these amazing electric vehicles. Come on with me. So for starters, let's check out how quiet the turning on process is. And that's it. The vehicle is on, but you hear absolutely nothing. So driving this vehicle is just very smooth. It's very responsive as well. If you let go of the gas, it automatically slows down for you without you having to press the brake, which is great. Again, it's very smooth. The car does not even feel like it's on. Everything is just so clean, sleek. Again, very nice vehicle, very comfortable ride. The steering wheel is also very nice. It has this right here where you could grab it comfortably wherever you grab it from. And I mean, again, 10 out of 10 with the steering wheel. You see this very long display, which again It's something that all of us want in a vehicle. You want to see what you're doing, where you're driving, but then you also want to see what's over here on the dashboard. And this one actually has several options where you could have it displayed at. Right now it's showing us the battery life, which we are at 90%. It shows us the range that we have left. And over here it also tells us obviously the date, the time, the station we're on the radio, and you have over here the navigation. Very seamless. Like you could hardly even see it, but if you know, it's there. You could always swipe. You have all of this projection here as well. You could see the map, the navigation menu, phone, quiet mode, valet mode, because this car can park itself. That was a huge plus for me when we're in tight spots and you're just parked in there. Then you have those people that just squeeze right next to you, and then you cannot fit yourself back into the vehicle. This car could reverse itself out of there as well. So that was to me like a wow, must have that we did not even know we needed. So again, here you have radio, pretty much your basic display that we all are always used to. But the ride in general is just very, very smooth. Another great feature about this vehicle is, I'm not sure if you could see it from that angle, but right in front of me on my windshield, I do have the speed limit and the mile per hour that I'm going at. It's right at my eye level, so it's not intrusive.
Yes. There's two words I'm going to use now that are going to be very popular at the beginning inception of EVs and their presence in our community, and that is range anxiety.
Yes.
How far can I go?
And that was one of my main concerns.
Yes.
I am a person that, we're always running around.
Sure.
Work, kids, school, and how would I know or have that peace of mind that I'm not just going to stay thrown out there like our phone, it dies and you're running looking for a charger.
Yes, perfect example. And with the electric vehicle, there has to be planning. And I think in the local community, in the gateway city, there doesn't need to be very much planning, because the average electric vehicle gets about 220 up to 300 miles per charge. It takes a long time to get to 250 miles in our local city.
Within our city.
Right. Now, of course, the long distance driving is where the planning needs to come in, right?
Okay.
Just like you plan when you go with a family to a beach trip, right? You plan where the hotel or the Airbnb or the family member you're going to stay in, where you're going to eat. Are you going to cook out? Are you going to barbecue every day? Are you going to eat out every day? You plan. Yeah. That's very similar with the EV world. You're going to plan your trip, right? You're going to find all the charging stations on the way when you visit other cities in this great state or go further outside in this great country. You're going to have to plan it out. And once again, the infrastructure needs to raise, right? There's more improvements that need to come to sponsor this movement. But we do believe, right, when you have the savings every day of not having to go to the service department for oil changes, not having to pay for gas, right? And once we can get the incentives in line to where the cost of an electric vehicle is similar than a gas vehicle, Laredo's going to look very, very different.
And how about right now that you said you won't have to go service your vehicle?
Right.
What is the servicing behind an electric vehicle?
Well, think about how many updates have you done with your cell phone in the last maybe year?
Maybe one or two.
Maybe one or two. How much time did you spend at the Apple store doing that?
Nothing.
Oh, you did it. Convenience.
No.
That's what the focus of electric vehicles is. Everything's going to be updated over the air. Very similar.
Wow.
So when you're at home, right, and you're connected to your Wi-Fi at home, you'll get an alert on your phone asking you to update. Right? You hit the update, tells you the amount of time, and that's to say if there's new configurations that the car needs to have, just like your phone. It gets updated over the air, and you never have to come into the service department.
You do not go to sleep without charging your cell phone. You do not leave unless you make sure your cell phone has battery. And it's the same thing with an EV. Make sure it has battery. Before you go to sleep, charge it. Just like with gas. You know you're on your way out on a trip, make sure you have gas.
So we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate how to go ahead and charge your EV6. All you have to do is just go ahead and disconnect this right here. You have two ways to open up the charge port. You can open it just by tapping the charging door right here, or on the inside you can go ahead and tap the button to open up the charge door. Just remove that little cover right there. You go ahead and connect your charging cable, and then you would come to the screen on this one. So this is a little bit faster than your normal charging stations. So you would actually come over here and hit start to go ahead and continue the charging on the vehicle. If you have like a level 2 like at your house, or like the smaller charging stations, all you have to do is just connect it and it'll start charging automatically. But like the faster ones, you do have to just go ahead and start on the screen that it'll display right here. Other than that, everything's good. I mean, connection. So basically almost every single EV vehicle has the same connection, other than Tesla, of course. But other than that, every other EV vehicle has the same charging port.
So you can go anywhere in Texas and find a standard hookup for this EV. You're not going to have any problems finding it.
Correct. Yeah, you won't be able to have any issues. You can look up in your phone on an app that you have. It'll tell you where the charging stations are, or on the actual screen of the vehicle, it'll demonstrate where charging stations are as well, anywhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's happened to pretty much everyone. You always get that person that parks too close to you and you can't even get into your vehicle. With the all-new EV6, you can actually, with the key fob, once you turn it on, what you can do is you can actually move the vehicle forward. All without having to be inside. Now the vehicle moved away from the other one. Now I can get into my vehicle as easy as possible.
So as we're headed out, you put your blinkers, and we do have this camera that pops up right here on your dashboard. The good thing about this is, for example, let's say you're going straight, you put the blinker to switch lanes, you get to see your blind spot. So not only do you get alerted on your rear view mirrors, or your side mirrors actually, but you also get the dashboard camera. It's just very simple here, which is good. At least myself, I'm all about simplicity. Aesthetics. And I may add, the key fob, to me, I don't know if it's a girl thing or what, but the key fob also sells me all the time. If it's like this, nice, sleek, you got me sold.
All the little design elements are really
Yeah, like if you give me a key, I won't want the car. Give me something like this. This is so nice. I'm sold.
This is debatable content.
It's open for debate.
We're reviving the history of the
Yes, we're here, John, last time, and so we kind of both.
the history of the
Yes, we're here, John, last time, and so we kind of both.